In Final Fantasy XIV, there are numerous ways of creating memorable experiences, especially with other people, but the experience can still be further improved on when it comes to creating a sense of belonging, which will be my focus for this video. Video games sometimes are used to detach yourself from reality, whereas in Final Fantasy XIV, you'll find yourself in situations which mirror reality and the challenges you go through. Final Fantasy XIV has a slightly steeper learning curve when it comes to gameplay, and as well as community interaction. At first, it seems overwhelming to a new player to engage with random players to perform tasks or to go through an instance, but once the barrier is broken, it gets easier to communicate, until the second barrier hits, which is finding a proper free company among the many out there. To some lucky ones, they might meet another player who's in an already established free company and would get invited to it. But to others, they would need to use external applications or websites to find a free company that fits them. If anything, I'd prefer a method where in-game it's possible to find an FC to your liking. Here, I'll experience ways to enhance the experience of belonging and sense of community within Final Fantasy XIV. Starting with improvements to finding a free company would be having bi-weekly or weekly events to showcase what one's free company does, and having your members promote the atmosphere within the free company, such as is it serious, friendly, or complete insanity in a good way. And rewarding the free companies that partake in the event as an incentive to not only recruit new members, but also to gain extra materials and currency. On to the second part, creating a bigger sense of community and belonging. In real life, there are festivals that people go to. In Japan, for example, you have your summer festival, but not only that, you have important days such as Christmas and Valentine's and so on, which are widely celebrated in real life. A festival can be introduced within the game, in which NPCs and players can set up booths to sell their products, then players can visit to purchase them and overall have a good time. Considering that Final Fantasy XIV servers have players from different backgrounds and cultures, having a culture festival event learning about other cultures of the world, while tedious, would create a much bigger sense of community and belonging. Apart from all the combat, relaxing by going to a festival with your friends would make a great bonding experience. Not would you only have memories of you clearing an incredibly difficult raid, but attending a cultural event would be one of the experiences you go through as well. And those are my ways that I would improve the sense of belonging within Final Fantasy XIV.